Hello and welcome back to another video in my Ark solo series. I am Arindam and in this video I will show you how I am going to complete the Ragnarok boss fight on alpha difficulty solo using 19 Therizinosaurus and 1 Yutyrannus. To actually start the boss fight, you need all the artifacts present in Ragnarok except the artifact of the Brute. So you actually need the artifact of the Devious that can be found on Life's Labyrinth. If you want to see how to get these artifacts, I have videos in which I am traversing each of the artifact caves for every single artifact that you can see here. I also have an aggregate video in which I show you the speedrun version of getting all of the artifacts in one single video. Now, other than these artifacts, you also need these apex drops, and you need 25 each of all of these things. To actually run the boss fight, you actually do not need too much of armor. What you do need is either of these three. You either need a charged tech helmet or a gas mask or a hazard suit hat. The reason is these things will protect you from the torpidity attacks of the manticore, and these attacks can actually affect you even if you are riding a tame. If you are going to be doing this boss battle solo, I would also advise you to be using a Yutyrannus instead of a Daedon. You actually do not need a Daedon for this. If you are worried about your tames getting killed, it is better to trick the bosses into fighting your Yutyrannus and baiting it, because the Yutyrannus is actually a larger dino than the Therizinos, and the boss dinos are actually going to aggro onto your UT because it is the largest boss, because it's the largest tame you have. So you can bait the bosses into targeting your Yutyrannus while your Therizinos pick away at the boss's health. Also, Therizinos are used for boss fights because they are a herbivore, so they take less damage from the fire attacks that the dragon has. Well, not all of the fire attacks. The dragon's 20% breath attack that will take out 20% of your health in around 5 seconds, that will still do the same amount of damage to Therizinos as it does to carnivores like Rexes. But the other fire attacks that the dragon give, like the fireball that it shoots out from the sky or the different claw attacks, these things will damage the Therizinos much less than it damages carnivores like Rexes or Shadowmins. Also, Therizinos can heal via veggie cakes, so if you have veggie cakes with you, then you actually do not need to worry about Daedons. Now let me show you how my Therizinos are faring. So all of my Therizinos have about the same amount of health and melee, and their saddles are between 100 to 124, which are within the official limits. Now I have chosen health to be around 22,000 because the veggie cakes can heal for a maximum of 2100 health over 30 seconds, and it has been calculated by lots of people including me that the best health that you can give to a Therizino is around 21 to 22,000, and you can put everything else into melee damage. My Yutyrannus has every single of its levels put into health. I have not actually fed it, so it has every single level put into health, and well, as you can see, this is the torpidity that it actually got from the previous boss fight video for the beta. So I was able to heal these guys up very quickly, but this torpidity attack is still going on. So yeah, we are going to actually continue from whatever torpidity and thing it has, and we can make sure that the food can go down a bit, so it's not going to be a big deal. So yeah, that's right. Let's start the boss fight and we shall see how it goes. I'm going to be putting on my exo helmet because it actually gives much better field of view compared to the two others. So for a video purpose, this is going to be much better for any viewer. Ensure that your Therizinos all have harvesting disabled so that they do not actually get encumbered, and Yutyrannus is set to passive and also has harvesting disabled. You would want to bait out the creatures with your want to bait out as much as possible, especially the dragon, because dragon is actually the danger in this boss fight, not the manticore. Manticore is more of a nuisance, it doesn't actually do much. So now that the dragon has landed, it is good that you tank the first breath with the dragon. Like this. Can see the dragon is aggroed onto me and not onto my Therizinosaurus. If I go further away, then only it is going to re-aggro onto me and go back. Well, the dragon is already dead. Now we need to take out this guy. We are kind of trapped here, so let's see if we can have been able to go out from that place. The dragon in the Ragnarok arena takes 3.5 times the damage that it would take on the island arena. So it's actually 3.5 times weaker. Hence you could see such high damage numbers. While the Manticore is actually taking reduced damage as it would be on an official server. Now my settings are exactly the same as official servers, but it is being tested on something that is not official servers. Right, so this is done. We can hopefully take a screenshot of this before timer runs out, and I hope I am not too late. This is the dragon. I hope I'll be able to take one to increase the brightness. Right, so here we are victorious at last, and let's check out the health of our dinos. So our Yutyrannus tanked around total of 2 breaths, at least 2 breaths if I recall, and it got to around this much percent of health. Let's check out our Therizinos. Our Therizinos are mostly intact because they did not actually take any kind of breath attack. So maybe at most they have taken 1 breath attack. At most, and that also I'm guessing it was well, unintentional. So as you can see, this boss fight is very easy because the main danger in the boss fight, which is the dragon, even on alpha difficulty, is going to take a lot more damage than what you would find on the island boss arena. And because it takes 3.5 times more damage, it is much easier to kill. So it has the same 968,000 health, but you can just divide that health by 3.5 and you'll get the effective health of the dragon in this boss fight, which is very less. I mean, it's kind of like the same as the Alpha Megapithecus on the island, which means you can easily kill it, and once it's done, the Manticore is not really much of a problem. Now, you have seen the performance of my Therizinos in this particular fight. I am going to show you in two more successive videos how Shadow Mains and my ultimate Rexes, Tech Rexes, which are like level 430, fare in the same boss fight. So till then, I hope to see you in the same video. Let me clean out my bowels as I have done, and we shall see you in the next video. So yeah, thank you.